for joining us. I'm Sam Weller. We are on air. We are with my Nintendo Switch, and we are about to jump into a brand new video game. What? This is gonna be crazy. Thanks again for joining us. Again, we have a new show for Super Dating Simulator coming out the 25th of this month. We have another edition of Hyper Crush Battle Arena, where we're going to have, I believe, 8 competitors this time compete to see who is going to be the best fictional crush. More information on all that on our socials, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. But as we've been, passing the baton back and forth, I realized Animal Crossing, it's all about friendship, but it is also about finding love. We got to find some more love on here. That's Super Dating Simulator. That's all we do. So we've been playing Colonel Sanders. We've been doing speed dating for Ghosts. Speed dating for Ghosts. Sarah's been playing through that. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Rita's been playing through that and apparently has found the next character that she wants to cosplay as, which is pretty amazing. I don't know if I'm going to find that same type of connection, but you know what? I just might. So I'm optimistic. So that's why we're checking out Arcade Spirits, which is an independently made dating game. I think fairly prominent or popular not too long ago. And I'm jumping into this one totally fresh and blind. So, yeah, Fiction Factory Games, P-Cube, good people. We're going to check this out. Gamers Digital. All right. Oh, that's cute. See, it's sort of funny to see the branding aspect here because they have a heart, we have a heart. It's all good. Maybe I'll decide what kind of corner I'm going to be in, but title screen, you can kind of see it there. Okay. Quick volume check for any of my friends out there. I'm going to go check really quick before we really get started in earnest and make sure that we're capturing properly. But if you haven't followed us on Instagram or Twitter, if this is your first time on the stream, yeah, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get fun. I'm just gonna make sure that we are live. Because I said 7 o'clock on the dot, but everybody does things a little bit differently. They're not always on time, but it is important to be on time. You'll find it in a lot of job opportunities. They really frown upon being late. You have to be where you say you're going to be. Now, what were my first memories of going to an arcade? It was actually on vacation. Because my dad needed to get me out of the hotel room. I think we were vacationing somewhere where it was raining, so most of our activities that we were planning on doing kind of fell by the wayside. And I remember this is still when they had original cabinets for, a bunch of different games up there. And I'm actually gonna give myself a little bit more game audio. Yeah. I think you can kind of barely hear it. Yeah. Alright, let's turn this up a little bit on my end too. That's pretty good. Okay. So, let's just get into it. Prizes, options, credits. Do you guys usually check the options screen first? I kind of do. Neon, Pixel, Basic. I think we'll just go neon. Text speed, fast. Always gotta go fast. Auto forward delay. Don't know. Skip. After choices, transitions, unseen text. Yeah, skip after choices. I want dialogue and quips. There's gonna be quips? Definitely gonna have those quips. I like too that the B button, the back button, is save. Which means that they know that most games, it's confirm changes You don't know if you backed out. Did it save it? Did it not? Arcade Spirit says there's no ambiguity. This is exactly what's happening. Arcade Spirit says there's no ambiguity. Okay. Sweet. We're sounding great. Okay, I am going to keep myself on mute, though. So if you guys are on Facebook, I can see it. I'm not really monitoring the Twitch chat right now, but maybe I'll jump on that later. So, come on Facebook, come on YouTube, Twitch. Let's just get started. Start a new game. I know what prizes are. I didn't know you could win things. That's kind of cool. Stay hydrated. Always important when you're gaming. It sounds like I'm an FBI agent, like learning how to play games online. New profile detected. Okay. Auto save options. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Economic bracket, lower middle. Employment agent, category bleak. Current emotional health rating, low. You didn't have to read me like that, Arcade Spirits. You didn't have to do it. I also like this very this background kind of reminds me of like the N64 was doing the Matrix, but it was for like a bubblegum colored. Oh. This game has begun by telling you that you cannot get premium service. We are lower middle class. Justification hope. Good. To be honest, I don't know who is speaking. I don't know if I'm speaking to myself, if the game is speaking to me yet. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is great. So you can do your whole first name, Ari. Well, let's change. Oh no, I have to do the text parser. I think for the sake of it, let's try and just avatar me into it. Usually, I actually, most games, when they give you the option, I'm like, cool, I want to be like the lizard lady, or I want to be a dragon man, or a cat woman. I usually actually, my avatars are typically female, but I think for the sake of this, since we want to like port me into the world of Arcade Spirits, we'll make our avatar me, which I think it'll work. All right, first name Sam, last name Cater, Sam Cater. Oh, Ari Cater. Oh man, they like puns. That's good. Erica Curry, thanks for watching. Uh, okay, let's see here. Sam, I don't want to put my real last name. I mean, it's all over the title of our show, but I don't know. What's something fun? Sam. It should be another pun, maybe. Sam High Score. Sam Invaders. Invaders? Maybe that's too aggressive. Like, it depends on if they use your last name a lot. If like something bad happens and they start calling you Invaders, why did you do that? Maybe that's not good to call ourselves Invaders. So how about Sam? Uh, well, we just had Floral Fantasy, so maybe I should be like a flower name. How about Sam Bud? I am Sam Bud. I'm your bud and I'm Sam. That works. Pronoun. Uh, it'll be he. Hairstyle. Ooh. I mean, honestly, I'd love to kind of take on a sexy anime ambiguous look. Ambiguous? That's not a word. Hairstyle, medium long. We'll go medium because that's kind of where I'm at right now. Don't know if you can tell. Need a haircut. All right, skin tone. Now, I feel very pale, but It'll warm me up just a little bit. I think that's accurate to me. Already, like, I'm so much hotter in anime form than I am in real life. I wonder if I could get fantastical. I mean, sometimes I usually go blue hair. I don't know what you guys do for your anime protagonists. If you go blue hair, if you go green. I also heard that it connotates some type of like personality shift, but I can't be certain if that is true or not. We'll go hot pink or orange. I don't know. Part of me is like, I don't know. Let's keep it real. Oh, that is very, it's like a complete negative image. Could go white hair, very dramatic. I kind of want to keep my darker hair again if we're just trying to avatar myself here. So, okay, I think you don't have. I think you can't really change like too many things. It's just like this is who you're. I think you're. I think it's meant to also look a little ambiguous, don't you think? So like anybody could play this game, could experience love in the arcade. Eye color though, I definitely. I mean, I have blue eyes, but okay. I feel like if you do it purple, because when I was drawing characters back in high school, when arcades were still a thing that people went to, we definitely had. I definitely drew a lot of like purple and black color combinations. In fact, when I was playing Pokemon recently, I like totally kitted out my character with like white hair, black sneakers, purple backpack. Like I was very much in that like realm of things. And now as I get older, I'm kind of toying around with other stuff. I feel like this just makes you look a little aggressive for what I really want. Ooh, there we go. That's a good blue. I don't know if you can even really tell with the resolution you guys are seeing this at, but maybe it works. Let's keep it. Let's keep it blue. True blue. This right here, these two faces, they're the same. Sam Bud, ready to make some friends, find some love. All right, done editing. Sam Bud, is this correct? Yes, that is correct. Sam Bud has been activated. Yes, Sam Bud has been activated for the sake of his hopes and dreams. Wow, a lot of pressure. I wouldn't miss something immediately with like the story here. Okay. Well, in other words, don't don't put us. Oh, this is great. Winners don't use drugs. They don't. This is very good. This is very on brand. Oh, nice. Stefan Gagne and Annie Schumann. Annie? Put your quarter up. I'm already loving this. This is very much in line, even with our show's branding and feel. They went 4x3 for the opening, which is great. Oh, very nice. It is the future year 20XX. In other words, any year that Mega Man takes place in. This is valid. Dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. Robots, maybe? Evil robots? Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamers, celebs. Like me, a pro gamer. Internet trolls, personal assistant, cheese-flavored snack foods. Cheese-flavored snack foods were popular at any time, though. You don't have to be 20XX to really enjoy cheese. I mean, you would just have more efficient forms of cheese snack in the future, which is good. Technology, like war never changes, but cheese snacks, oh, they've changed a lot. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. On a personal level, I've worked as a receptionist, a car salesman. I worked at a veterinary hospital. I've done a lot of different types of jobs too. So I already connect deeply with the themes of this game. Wow, we're only a few seconds in and we got some scatological humor. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia, my little corner isn't nearly as shiny as cool. Okay, let's do a little analysis, shall we? Set design wise, uh, we love having mugs of half drunk coffee around the room, and I actually am living that now. Like, is this just a shot of my quarantine uh, townhouse with my wife? I don't know. Also, the penguin on the shelf, a little on the nose. If you know anything about me and what I do for my day job. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's paradise. In a relative sense, I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. Okay, roommate tip 101. Do not expect your roommate to pick up your stray socks or shirts. I mean, that's very cool of Sam Budd's roommate, but Sam, real life Sam, IRL Sam's roommate, aka his wife, would not be happy. There'd be stabbings, but they'd be domestic ones. Also, notice they have the exposed wire lines above the door. That's fun.
You got fired from another job?
Look.
Seriously? Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
Why did we flee the suburbs? By my roommate and childhood friend Juniper. Hello, Juniper. To co-rent the apartment encourages me whenever I lose a job, like today.
About this. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
I'm too carefree, Juniper. I'm a free spirit. I lose jobs, I gain jobs. I'm a wild man. Oh, he does have a voice. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Okay, is this from something? Things fall apart, the center does not hold. I remember there was a comic, the New Frontier, that did that line. The center was like the main bad guy. It turned out to be some kind of like alien dimension the dinosaurs popped out of. For more random DC Comics references, continue watching this stream. It is morbidly poetic. I like morbid poeticisms. Literally fell apart in the pool in her water. Wow. Well, not just any job will do. I like this look. She's like hand on hip. This is very classic. If you watched the most recent Super Dating, or any of our ones where I do the animated portraits, the hand on hip is universal, depending on the expression. She is not happy, but you can also have hand on hippie. Hey, what's going on? This one's more like, I don't want to deal with you right now.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that?
Yeah. I want a new start too.
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
This is getting very sincere very fast. Just a moment ago, you were picking up my stray shirts and socks, and now, oh God, we just want to be happy. I thought you hated your job. Cute. I like that. Okay, we're going to find us a job. I wonder where that job's going to be. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech, and I forgot to put on my pants, and... I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought. Great. That is a very well observed. I like that. Very well observed holding of the phone. Rapidly tapping an unlock code. Oh, a life app. I need that. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. One with less socks and or urine. Second reference to urination in this game. But, I mean, I guess we are in a kind of a rundown apartment. It's like in the future, but our apartment looks like it sucks, so pretty realistic, actually. Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, right? Okay, I guess I won't think too long. Ooh. In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life and drink too much water and burp. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart. She means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life, the two of us, against any dark forces aligning against me. It sounds like Juniper has managed Sam Bud's life quite a lot. Maybe the narrative of this game is that Sam Bud has to stand on his own. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled, no. Harsh. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but, yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidney sold in the black market or something. Dire straits of the the renal system. Urination, your kidneys getting stolen. Renal system? That's correct, right? Tell me in the chat, did Sam get the renal system reference right? Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. Wow, no dreams, no nightmares. Just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. Like my coffee. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. I was free. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me pinned to a tiny fridge. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. Now, again, did you just rip a note off of my fridge in my house? It could have said something very similar. So, moment of truth. I'm turning the hat around. Not because I need to keep the sun out of my eyes, because it's obviously dark in this room. But I just want to show off the 1,000,000% reference to My Hero Academia. Mirio, I believe. Power! That's what it says here, too. Just got this recently, so I'm sort of just showing it off because I'm happy about my hat. I'm like that dog that gets something for you, and it's like, look at it, don't you like it? So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or just go find some job that pays well enough to cover the bills? What's that? Do I hear a decision point? Yes, there is a decision point. I think I have to give the little weird app a shot. Figuring at the very least her miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I loaded up, tapped the icon, and... Hello! Cute. Huh. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh? This game already has a much more concrete voice for your main character, which I think is interesting. Because usually, it's like an avatar. Like, you can kind of put anything you want onto them. But this has, like, a narrative for your character. Not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future.
Iris, your personal life coach. This is the ad-supported free version. Sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Oh, good. This is the cheese-related content I was promised.
Know that when you have pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza
Can they do that?
Wow. Would you like to subscribe to Pizza Facts?
Actually, I would.
Thank you for subscribing to Pizza Facts. I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
If only life were that easy. Pretty tall order for an app to do. Are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Am I already slinging snark at this bubbly, fun AI? Right. All technology does is it gives us the chance to live better lives, guys. We have to take those lives and live it for us. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items strewn about my apartment. Have you guys been watching books at all late? Watching books? Oh my god, reading books. Have you been reading books at all lately? I have. It's been going good. I started reading this one book that was I used to have it on my desk, but it was a collection of poems. I actually just bought it by Joy Harjo. She's I think she's like a poet laureate or something. I forget her exact thing, but yeah, pretty good, pretty good. A lot of great poems about nature. So say in the comments if you like reading books, because that's what we're doing, is reading. We're learning. We're not just sitting around during quarantine, doing whatever. We're making it real.
Hooray!
Motivation is something I have a ton of. And then Iris is happy about that. Do you have any questions? She's smarter than the average program. Hey, 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 boo-boo! Patent pending super duper identity identifier system. Already the level of humor of this game is it's right in the family wheelhouse. It's just there you go. Because I love writing pedantic puns and humor, and this game does too. So I feel it a lot. Would you like to know more? Yeah, let's give me the sales pitch. Because I've never played this game before, so we're gonna do the tutorial. Okay. I can spot. There we go. You can identify things in your responses. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. That's nice. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make light of a situation. Just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Because there's a time to live, there's a time to die, a time to sing, a time to be free. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. Stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. So you can make a bad joke when it's not the right time, and you can be honest and sincere, but sometimes people just want a shoulder to cry on, man. They just want to listen. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but sometimes they're a bit wishy-washy as a result. I relate to that. I'm not like wishy-washy. Am I? I don't know. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes a little conflict's healthy. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation while learning more and digging deeper. Okay, so there's your neutral response. Because sometimes in these games, I don't know how this one's gonna do it, but like judging by how this is set up, they kind of want to let you know what your response is going to be like, as opposed to when you play our game live. You don't know what the consequences really are going to be. It's a little bit more classic dating sim like that, where you don't really see the consequences of your actions until it's too late, maybe. Okay, so then it'll clock your progress.
Nope.
There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with what feels right. I like that. Okay, so the game is already telling you you might want to try and like ace this system, but I don't know, just go with what you're going to do. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go with my gut, with what Sam Bud feels. Just be you. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi jokes, I'm dad. Yep. I think I'm probably going to be a quirky kindly, but maybe that's just going to be obnoxious. We'll see what happens. It's always the case too. It's like you meet a character, one of these games, like, oh, I want them so bad, or I want to be with them, and then you wound up just picking literally every wrong choice on the way to the forum. Seriously? Interesting. I think I'm interested in seeing it. Because I could probably also tell. Probably can't be too obscured. Let's see, all their indicators of glorious color. What if I'm colorblind? That's why they have uniquely shaped icons. Okay.
Good work.
Cute. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? There's nothing wrong with being scored in love. We do it every month. Except for this month, because it's a tournament. So, there's nothing wrong with fighting in love. Or fighting for the love that you want to have in your life. That's possible. Okay. Here we go. Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Studies show that achievements, or chivos, encourage app engagement. Okay, what's with all the empty space on the left? Once you get to know, I'll let you know how well you're getting along. Oh wow, okay, so they're really just gonna kind of surface all that. Relationship scores. Wow. Alright. Will you also tell me the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making in my daily life? You're looking at this the wrong way. This game is definitely inherent of being like, do not try and Tokimeki Memorial this game. This is like a chill dating simulator. I like that. I'm in a chill mode. You can access your score type. Alright, I just did that. With the R button. Ooh, those transitions. That looks good. That's everything. Readjusting frame. Can sit back a little bit.
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Okay, readjusting frame. You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? I ask myself this question every morning as I load. They have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
Silly. I mean your spirit, your hopes and dreams, your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
This app can do a little bit of everything. Romance? Seriously? Well, I hope they'd serious. I mean, I bought this game for a frickin' reason. Yeah, I would rather Nobody'd want to date me if I don't have money. Well, maybe they would. But it would help. It would help in the first date. How do I want to handle this? Oh, interesting. No romance, just friendships. Okay, that's interesting. You can kind of define, like, what are you literally looking for? Let's stay focused. No, I gotta be open. I want to be open. That's what we're doing here. We gotta be open to the possibilities. I should stop using that pun. That's a bad pun. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? That is actually a really good point. I just clicked through it. If you aren't comfortable around other people, just keep it professional. You can't go wrong with just basic, everything's okay. Also, I am covering in the corner there the 1-up. It says 1-up 100. I don't know what that means exactly. Oh no.
Bad command or file name?
Yeah, go ahead. He's got to stop criticizing poor Juniper. I think Juniper is really trying her hardest.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Take that, Indeed. Or Monster. Or, wasn't there some other job site? I only know Monster and Indeed. LinkedIn. Take that. I got it in 30 minutes, an interview. Put on nicer clothes. 8:20 a.m. bus. That's 9 minutes away. That's very fast. I feel like you gotta go with the flow here. You gotta get dressed. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. But well... Like I always say, go with the flow. I say, what the hell? Let's do this. That's what I'm feeling. +1, star. This is good. So what's the harm in diving into something this wacky? Could be a lot of harm, but the alternative is to mope around our apartment for weeks. Then egads! Go get a job anyway. We're on this runaway train. Sam, Bud, everybody watching this, and me. Turns out that was the best impulsive decision I've ever made. Oh, this is good. The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from... So let's look at this. Boring clothing store, delightfully dull, great. Pengy barber shop. That might actually... Pengy... There's a lot of penguins in this. A lot of penguins. A lot of penguins. Office space... A lot of that. Law offices of Smith Johnson, attorney at law. Funplex, which seems like where I'm going, and then Whole Story. Okay, what's next? The bus drops me off, oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building. Well, it's a strip mall with a great new musical theme underscoring it. Strip malls are relative to 19. You could honestly just say, like, 1983. I don't know. When did strip malls start? I feel like they started earlier, that it was, like, a way earlier thing. And most folks, like, yeah, I don't know. They must know that a strip mall started earlier than 19. There's got to be a date. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore, an arcade, fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa. Lattes and enemas. Okay, I'm gonna point something out. This game has a fixation with excretions and with bodily fluids. If this game gets hey, listen. I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. Hey, Nothing wrong with being a fry cook. You just have to know how to fry things really well. Which I would need to learn that if I was a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Working in an arcade does seem fun. My dream job? Really? Okay. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. It's always been popular with the mainstream. Okay, so they did have to TM Iron Chef, but they definitely used a very popular bagel brand tagline. So that must not... They had to have looked it up, or legal was like, you're fine talking about having anything on a bagel if it's pizza. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have anything anytime. You know what I'm trying to say. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold. That's a swing. With nothing in between. They cut out the middle market for arcade money making. Hard swing. 19.8. See, now they say 8x. We avoid a serious crash. Okay. So they are definitely playing off the Atari. If you haven't heard about it, the terrible game for E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari, I think 2600 or whatever. And it was so bad. The game was so bad it nearly tanked the industry at the time. So that's kind of fun. So I guess we're living in the fan fiction universe of games just became more and more popular. Poop butts, poop from butt. Again, obsessed with excretions, this game. The crisis only exists in theory. Stay tuned for Arcade Spirits Crisis Theory, co-starring Cloud Strife. Or Vincent Valentine. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like for people in the darkest timeline, where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds at a outcast? Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? One could argue that we are living in the darkest timeline. The mind boggles. And my only escape from the darkest timeline is playing this game with all of you. Oh, I just now noticed web sub up there. In between the two Office Space for Rent, you see that? It's pretty funny. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but, I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure. Okay. I mean, if you end something in a 97, it's often seen as, like, a little bit more attractive than usual. The lifeguard job. The arcade doesn't look 5 stars. No Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I really hope we find out more about Deco's Palace. Ugh, 15 years. There was a very Phoenix Wright style, like, flash to, like, past memory. What does it mean? I really remember enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them.
My sources say yes.
Okay. Alright, I get it. Dream job. What makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. So Sam Bud in this game is a little defeatist, it seems like. Compromise, settle. Things really work out. Risk adverse is Sam Bud in this universe. You always have to be ready for the verse. The verse. I still had to try. That's a great lesson for everybody watching. Even when things are tough, you still have to put your best foot forward. You know, I didn't always get the things I wanted out of life, but it led me here. So how can I really say that it's been all a waste. It hasn't been. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Right. Got it. Let's just see the opportunity. Here we go. All right. All right, we got some good background music. Let's see this. Fast Cars 5. Good. Showtime stage. We look like we got a little rhythm game, DDR. That seems like the opening to a Street Fighter cabinet, that yellow striped thing. And I can't tell the other two next to it. But the Time Shooters, it's pretty good for a... God, not Chrono Crisis. Anyway. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, smelling of copper and corn chips. That's very accurate. As it's early on in the morning, it's not too packed with gamers. It's so packed with games, I have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I recognize most of these games. Neat. I went to an arcade that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it, like really old. Okay, good. So they acknowledge the fact these games are not high end, but you recognize most of them. Karaoke, dancing. Okay, that's pretty good. Nihana Heavy Industry Concern is great. And Hubris Records in Germany. Huh. Ha! Fist of Discomfort is really great. Another Penguin reference. Sneak Runner. Moopy. I like Moopy. That's great. Moopy! Is that a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? Fist of Discomfort. A hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of esports scene for the last 8 years. Yeah, competitive turn-based stuff seems like that's still an oddly untapped market for esports. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all the card-based games are like that. Two genres I was utterly lousy at. I like the aesthetics of fighting games, and I like certain ones more than others. I got a real soft spot for like Dead or Alive, and then recently, not Blade of the Immortal. That's the anime. There was The Last Blade, which was an SNK fighter, I believe. That game's really good. If you know those two. I like them because their look is good and they're like easy and fun enough to play that like I don't feel bad just like jumping in, even just like versing the arcade feels satisfying. Because I am trash usually when I go online, so I just kind of avoid it. I want to play games to relax, not like get my heart rate up. Not all the time. Oh, look at this! A pleasant old lady. She kind of looks like the gal from Great British Bake Off. am I incorrect in that assessment? Just with her reliance on some very bold color choices. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't even think she registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind a ticket prize redemption desk, offers a wrinkly smile.
Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
Oh, very nice. The what? The
Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose. So, how can I help you, dear?
I hope more characters have to give the dates with the X with beeping in it. I did not expect that. That's hilarious. Oh, crap. A wrestling answer. A genie in my phone said, you've been in business for beep years? I'll go bold. I'd ask what people think, but I think I gotta set a little bit of the level here. A magical space fairy or something that lives in my phone told me to come here and find my dream job. Ma'am, that's what happened. Hello. I like all the voices in this so far. They're very funny.
My, oh my.
I really do marvel at what amazing things young people have in 20. Beep. Ooh, okay. So we have an at-home market and this classic retro arcade.
Please call me Francine. As in Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Oh, already we're getting into some backstory and some heart.
Peacefully in bed some years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations with me.
Francine. Francine can get it. That's information I need to know, yes. Okay, Sam, but just let her have her horny fun. And you are Sam Bud, ma'am. I have actually wondered this. I assume most people watching this have at least been in an arcade or around one at least once or twice. I guess now they're kind of like reduced, but you know, barcades have kind of helped. They do get very noisy, and I remember there was a podcast I was listening to about like, you know, they talked about like the Killer Instinct machine that each like stand up has its own like volume control, and in the Killer Instinct machine, it would always yell out like the names of combos, and it would be like aggressively loud, Ultra Combo, like you could hear it from across the food court. I always liked the games where like they work very quiet until you put your quarters in, and then you hear the little cuckoo, cuckoo, and it would just let you know immediately that S is about to go down. S is about to go D. Would you know what I mean if I said that? Acclimated. Done. They got this penguin thing going on. At least it's consistent. Ah, the employee break room. How pedantic is Sam Bud? Seems like pretty pedantic. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. Gavin, huh? Let's see if we can get through and get this job rolling before we call it for this particular edition. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego TM set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but I'm confident, prepared, and ready.
Dinosaur. What dinosaur would you be?
I wish all job interviews are like this.
If
What?
you were a dinosaur.
Okay. Okay, so legit, personal favorite dinosaurs are, they don't have them here. Stegosaurus, the Triceratops, Ankylosaurus. I think it's still called an Ankylosaurus. That's the one where it has like the mace ball for a tail and it's all shelled up and armored. I like turtles, so like anything low to the ground and like kind of like armored up, you're gonna hit kind of my thing. T-Rex is great. Pterodactyls, obviously flight. I get it. Brontosaurus, big neck. I mean, that's the closest thing to what I like. So I'm actually gonna like neutral my way through that one. Basically, I'm not a brutal meat eater. I wouldn't be either if I was a dinosaur. I don't really want conflict. I want to grow. I want to graze. Little personal insight into me. I've always imagined that if I got to choose another thing to live as, if, you know, the cycle of reincarnation is true, I'd probably pick a sea turtle. Just because that seems like a pretty interesting life. It's pretty kind of intense when you're born because you gotta run off the beach and stuff, and you're hunted, you know, a little bit. But overall, I just kind of see they seem to be so laid back, and you get to be in like these pretty coral reefs. Save our ocean, save our turtles is pretty much what I'm saying. Everyone likes raptors. Well, raptor wasn't an option, bud.
What's your favorite
Snack? Always tacos. I like tacos a lot. I think, though, if I had to pick, like, the classic, like, are you a hamburger guy, sandwich dude? Do you like, or taco gal? I don't know. Or a pizza person. I'm more of a pizza person. If I had to pick, like, that. But we'll see.
Pizza on a bagel.
Oh, yeah. The pizza bagels. Hush, you. Quiet, you. So here's the weird part. I actually really do like having apples, but with peanut butter. They have almond butter. Never tried it. Almond butter seems aggressive. I get an aggressive vibe from almond butter. Fudge. Can't take all day with this one. I think let's spread out our stats a little bit. I know we're not supposed to be gamifying, but tacos are not my favorite snack. Real IRL Sam. So I'll go with the one that most closely resembles the thing I do have on a fairly regular basis, which is apple and almond butter. Apple a day keeps the doctor away, damn straight. Got enough nutrients and protein to carry me through the rest of the day. I know how to plan accordingly for any situation. Hear that, guidance counselor from high school? No, it's fine. You are what you eat. I do like apples, though.
Can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Would I be the medical guy? I feel like I'd try, but I would not be very good. To be honest, I'd probably get eaten on day one. Wouldn't be much of help. At least I can throw myself into a horde of undead. You can escape to live another day. At least you're honest, and honesty is the best way to form trust. Wow. I think I'm killing this interview, guys. One more thing. Wow. Why are any of us here? I told you the magical space fairy in my phone sent me here to find a job.
True. But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick
But
buck.
Francine did it for the love.
I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters.
Also, that's a really good side-eye expression from
I
Francine.
expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone
Okay.
has a dream they're chasing, dearie.
Everyone has a dream.
Lies within the funplex.
It lies within the funplex. Hopefully it's not a thing where, like, exchange your soul for your dream. I don't think that that's the tone of this.
If all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And
He didn't last long in the Logan's Run style challenges we put him through. No, that would be the Running Man. He fell to Dynamo.
So I ask you again, why are you here?
That wouldn't cut it. I need to think this through, and so will we. It's a funplex, a plex of fun, and I like fun. To be honest, I don't know. Not yet. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much lately. If I don't dare to take risks, I'll be stuck. I'm looking for hope. I think this game has hit it on the head. I need hope in my life. Understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling, compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago. But well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dreams. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for the answer to your question. Ooh, that actually hit a little deeper than I thought it would. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. That takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentive in helping your funplex. That perks your attention. A rather serious occupation. An unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. Oh, why am I giving her an Irish accent? You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it. You could save a life. And I don't just mean a metaphor. Saving a game life. Very well, let's get you to work. I breathe easier. The weirdest job interview I've ever had, and it felt appropriate. Like it was more than fulfilling a thing on a thing. It's more than putting a hat on a hat. Okay.
How marvelous.
Sitting here, you mean? Helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. Oh, hell yeah. We're working the prize booth? We just frickin' scored everybody. Well, for prizes at any rate. You don't mind me asking, man, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? He died! Fighting in the Clone Wars. Bored out of his mind. Okay. Grandson or no. I feel like the grandson is definitely going to be another character. It's going to show up at some point. Gavin should be by soon. Is Gavin going to be a love interest? Gavin might be a love interest. Ha! See, it's so accurate. I should wear a gray hoodie next time. It's me. Okay then. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, kind of like I adjusted my seating on my chair. Beneath me, a wide array. Looks like a bunch of fun, colorful stuff. I think I was so blown away by the background in the arcade that I was hoping for like a little bit more specificity here, but I'm sure we'll get some more insert shots. They do get the ground pattern right with the black carpet and the zigzag lines. Right? Any minute now. Oh, here we go. Monotony montage. Okay. I crave the sweet embrace of death. Okay, 2 hours though, dude. Like you said, it was the morning. There's a Funplex shot glass. I need that. Oh. Could really fit. Wow, Sam Bud is like ready to resort to violence. No, just riding by me. Okay. If this is a game about gamers, I get it. There's still a lot to be desired as far as sartorial and hygienic actions, but maybe we can just drop the unwashed gamer thing. It reinforces a bad stereotype, even if it's true. Maybe we should just every game should start with winners bathe regularly. Maybe we should start arguing things like that. Sammy Dresser, damn, he's hot. That's my kind of guy. Yeah, I think let's get horny. He was hot. He's a handsome boy. Crap, now he's looking my way. Yeah, he's got the lips just like barely parted. You can't really tell here, but there's like that's like the universal hot person expression. Like, crap, now he's looking my way. Was I staring? I gotta play this smooth. Yummy. That's what I thought he was. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? Where's Francine? Oh man, he's also got a rip in his pants. I wonder if we're gonna get into that because everything else is pretty slick. But then he's got that tear in his pants. He's a secret bad boy. Pleased to meet you. I am Francine. I had some work done. No, I'm the new hire. Not that anybody wants prizes. Yeah, pleased to meet you. I'm Sam. I'm Sam Budd, your new hire. Look forward to working with you. He relaxes somewhat. Somewhat.
Good to hear.
Gusto for an octogenarian.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper.
Oh, hey!
I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Well, that's good, Gavin. It seems like we do need help. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
Are there a ton of problems? I mean, I guess you're right. Back in the day, like, machines would be breaking and all this other stuff would be happening. Ashley would be in later. Who we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, and I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. So Francine loves filling in. She's a people person, loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person. I don't know, you seem fine. You seem totally adorable. Maybe this is me also reading into it. I'm in your corner. Thing goes south, you tap me for advice. You got a phone? Of course. Yeah, that's right. Already got his phone number. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Ashley or Naomi? In that order.
I think not.
Do not bug Francine. Okay. Comprendo? This is my first pony ride. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. This isn't my first... This ain't my first time out the freezer. I'm still an ice cream cone. Sam Budd, a man of many talents. Okay. Alright, so he kind of likes the Law and Order scales, I think.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
I won't add to anything. Magical arc of what now?
I take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job. More than just an arcade.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a lot to deal with.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
I work with clients all day, dude. I get it.
Wants to work here. This is where they belong. For one reason or another. Me?
Understood.
I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
I love chaos. Chaos is a ladder. Chaos is a ladder. That's terrible.
The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that everybody
Risk
in this
management.
business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business.
You know, Gavin seems to have his head screwed on straight. I was given the impression that he was some sort of like not that type, but
So, you find some value.
Francine a little unreliable.
Or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard.
Look, we're not paying you nearly enough for this.
Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merriment?
You want any issues with me? Boom.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm so good at these dating simulators. Why? Years of experience. Myself, Sarah Brown, Reed Sites. We know this stuff. We know this stuff. There's a hand in the workshop. Oh, the crane game, to use layman's terms. Okay, Gavin. That's alright. We don't have to make this a thing. See you later, yummy. Oh. My horniness comes out. What? See you later, Gavin. I said Gavin, that's what I said. I mean, look at him. He's got like a Ken doll body. Perfect V. To go crunch some numbers. Alright. Well, Gavin's still super hot, not gonna lie. So that's interesting. I wonder if making those choices about like what I perceive of him is that informs like my inner commentary on Gavin. Like if I thought he was a nerd or stuck up, it's like, I guess Gavin's okay. But here it's like, no, Gavin's hot. Like I want to make it so that every single person I meet, I'm like, they're hot, they're so hot. He was blunt, but he understands. Yeah, I bet you there is some kind of kindness buried under his matter of fact exterior. Ooh, alright. Now, everybody watching, we are doing this. We have just, saved our game. So, next time, we got started at the shop. We know our roommate. We got Francine. We had a weird job interview. A lot of good stuff that we established. And honestly, I think this is a good place to call for tonight. However, join us next time where we are going to meet our next coworker. This Naomi. So she's mysterious. She's near the crane catcher. Looking forward to see what kind of personality she is. Tune in next time, 2 weeks from now, when I resume Arcade Spirits. It's the slow pour method of playthroughs, but we are archiving all of our videos on our YouTube channel. The replays will be available on Twitch for a little period of time, and then so come check us out. And next week, I believe it'll be Reed Sites again, and then Sarah Brown, and then myself. So that's why I say join me again in 2 weeks. But join us here always, Mondays, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for more Super Dating Simulator streams. And for the latest on our newest shows coming up, Hyper Crush Battle Arena coming up on the 25th at 7 p.m. again on Super Dating Simulator Twitch channel. And we're going to have 8 hilarious comedians competing to see who is the greatest crush. It's our 3rd edition of this. We're going to have some clips of some older Hyper Crush put up there for everybody to watch pretty soon. So come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I should work on a shorter sign-off from here on out so that when you watch these back to back, because of course you're going to watch my playthrough of Arcade Spirits, it'll be a less egregious. Okay, till next time, see ya. Till next time, love, anime, and video